happy Saturday morning, April 17, 2021. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Saturday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Saturday morning, so let's get started. First up, we're going to take a look at your COVID-19 numbers for New Hampshire. Let's take a look at those right now. And here is a check of those COVID-19 numbers for all of you. In New Hampshire, there are 90,910 number of people in New Hampshire have tested positive for COVID-19. There are 1,266 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. There are 132 current number of hospitalizations for COVID-19 in New Hampshire. That is a look at your COVID-19 numbers for New Hampshire. And now let's take a look at your weather for today, for Saturday. Right now, it is cloudy, 35 degrees. And with more on the weather forecast, let's go to meteorologist Mike Haddad with a full weather forecast. Mike Haddad is saying mostly cloudy and cool for today. Here is Mike Haddad with a full weather forecast.
Every family runs out of space.
Come on, Kate. I need to get in there. I'll be out in a minute. Come on.
You're so annoying.
When you're buying or selling a home, it all starts with having the right agent by your side.
Hello?
It's Michelle from the Masiello Group. I've got some great news.
Experience quality. Masiello.com.
Thank you very much for joining us. Stormwatch 9 weather on the web. Another weekend is here, and this one features quite a few clouds and temperatures below the average to kick off the weekend on Saturday. But for the most part, between now and early next week, the trend will be for higher temperatures each and every day. For tonight, lingering snow or mixed showers. Could see a coating to an inch, mainly on grassy surfaces, central southern New Hampshire, but northern areas, especially in the White Mountains, an additional 2 to 4 inches of snow, not out of the question. So mostly cloudy, cool on Saturday, a better shot of some sun coming in on Sunday, but still a lot of lingering clouds, even for the second half of the weekend. Overnight tonight, temperatures coast down 2 or 3 degrees. Best bet of tricky travel, higher terrain of northern and western New Hampshire. Most of the pavement, major roads, central and southern New Hampshire should be A-OK as we remain a little bit above freezing. But circulation center for the storm, even though it pivots away overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning, well, there's still quite a few clouds back to the west, and they'll be in our sky cover during the day tomorrow with a potential for an early morning snow or mixed shower. And then during the midday and afternoon, could be a few sprinkles darting through, but a good part of the day should be rain and snow free. But with the clouds, still below average, although a little bit milder than it was on Friday. Moving ahead to Sunday, a better bet of partial sun during the afternoon, but still quite a few clouds in the morning. A little bit breezy out of the west-northwest, and temperatures back into the 50s for many. Tomorrow, somewhere in between. As the warming trend begins, we're still below average, upper 40s to around 50. Then once we get into Sunday, near 50 north and mid, possibly with enough sun, upper 50s in southern New Hampshire. By Monday, partly sunny, mid-50s north, lower 60s south, even warmer on Tuesday. Could be some showers moving in Wednesday afternoon along a cold front. And once that front clears, temperatures fall back to a few degrees below the norm for Thursday and Friday.
Okay, and there you go on that weather forecast from meteorologist Mike Haddad. Thank you for that weather forecast, Mike Haddad. And And as many parts of the state of New Hampshire saw snow, cleanup continues as the nor'easter brought in snow and rain. With more of that, let's go to WMUR News 9, Kristen Carissa with that report.
Mainly Tubs is now open in Bedford. New England's largest hot spring spa dealer is now serving
Friday's nor'easter made for tough road conditions in many areas of the state. DOT plows were busy.
They've been out since early this morning statewide. We know that there were some concentrations of snow in the western part of the state and also in the central part of the state.
The town of Washington was one of the areas with the highest totals, 10 inches of snow.
We typically see quite a lot more snow than most communities around us, so we're used to it.
DPW Director Ed Thayer has been out plowing all day and admits there were some issues in this spring storm.
The challenge really is trying to plow dirt roads when they're thawed. You know, the pavement isn't such an issue. It's just the soft dirt.
The heavy snow also causing problems for utility companies.
During the late morning hours in particular, challenging road conditions did delay crews trying to get to the sites where, their work was needed.
As of mid-afternoon, Eversource had restored power to 10,000 customers. Approximately 80% of the outages have been in the Keene area.
We do have more than 50 crews in that area of the state right now as we speak, and we will continue to shift resources as needed to ensure that our customers get power back as quickly as possible. The most difficult outages are typically the ones that only impact a single customer, and those will be more remote, and they'll be the most extensive damage as well most of the time.
Eversource says the majority of their customers will have their power back by tonight. Reporting live in Manchester, Kristen Carissa, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Municipalities, businesses remind Granite Staters that masks still required in some places. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
For the easy and the complex, the small stuff and the big, we're here with the affordable local loans, easy to manage accounts, and financial advice to help you blaze a trail, figure stuff out, and make your money go farther. We're Granite State Credit Union. Live bold.
A sign is back up in Portsmouth's Market Square reminding visitors of a mask ordinance in effect through June. The city's mayor watching case numbers rise locally and along the Mass border.
I was really in hopes that the state wouldn't do anything at least until Memorial Day to give it a little bit more time.
General manager of the Portsmouth Brewery says keeping its employees and the public safe hasn't always been easy.
We've experienced some really amazing, kind human beings walking through our door, being extremely supportive, and then we've experienced the entitled, privileged people that refuse to wear a mask.
He thinks the lifting of the statewide mandate will embolden some people.
We're going to find people are going to walk through the door saying the governor is not requiring me to wear a mask, and we're going to say, then you're not going to drink beer here.
Links to signage describing protocols sent today to chamber members from Nashua to Concord. The coalition of chambers reminding the public that businesses are still operating under the state's reopening guidelines and asking for its support.
I think our message is continue working together, look and see what local businesses are continuing to do, have patience, and respect their ability and their right to be able to put in place guidelines that they think are best for their individual business.
As for state offices and buildings, the governor's office says they will comply with local rules, and they too have been working under the Safer at Home guidelines enacted last spring, practices that will continue until at least May 7th, when they too will scale back to the best practices. We're live in Portsmouth. Jennifer Crompton, WMUR News Now.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Family jumps from third floor balcony to escape fire in Concord. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
The past year has tested the toughness of every last one of us. Mahindra tractors have been there for our...
Mike, it was a busy morning for Concord firefighters. They were at the scene of a different fire when they got the call for this incident on Bog Road. And when they got there, you can see from these pictures, firefighters had to use ladders and ladder trucks to rescue people from the third floor of the Pines apartments. In all, officials say 7 people were trapped on their balconies and had to be lifted down to safety. But before firefighters got there, they say a family jumped from the third floor. One parent leaped down and caught their child before the other parent also jumped to the ground. Amazingly, no one had to be taken to the hospital. Firefighters say it was a chaotic scene and that there was thick smoke and zero visibility on the third floor.
Very proud of the group. They displayed excellent teamwork, especially with some of the challenges. Just early morning alone, with all the occupants home and most everybody sleeping.
The cause of that fire is under investigation. The Red Cross says it's helping 9 people, including 3 children. Reporting live tonight, Mike Cronin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Citing DCCC, crucial error, Pappas campaign returns AOC contribution. NRCC claimed 1st District Democrat congressman was being bankrolled by a solicitor. Let's take a look at this article from John DeStatis. Take a look. And if you want to read this article again, we will share it with you on the Riley King Network Facebook page right after this broadcast. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis criticizes CDC for a huge mistake in handling Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Let's take a listen to that video from WPTV News, Florida, Palm Beach, and Treasure Coast.
Strong words today from Florida's governor over how the CDC has handled health concerns with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Perhaps the biggest impact is increased vaccine hesitancy for those who are already skeptical. New tonight, WPTV News Channel 5's Derek Lowe with more on the growing impact.
Stopping shots out of an abundance of caution.
I think the messaging on this has been horrific.
The future of the Johnson & Johnson shot remains unclear, but just the decision to pause the vaccine is having an impact. On Friday, Governor Ron DeSantis criticized federal government officials, saying their handling of the health concerns will lead to more hesitancy.
Definitely pause it and see what's going wrong, see why this has happened.
CDC officials are currently investigating 6 cases of rare blood clotting in women who received the J&J shot. All were between the ages of 18 and 48. Reactions occurred within 2 weeks.
I honestly would say get it, and if it was, it's not a lot of people that had the blood clots, just like a handful of people.
Close to 7 million doses of the shot have been given. Doctors say residents need to remain vigilant.
Considering the amount of immunizations we've had, the benefit still outweighs any potential risk, but it is important to take a pause and take a look at all the data and make sure that the vaccine continues to remain safe.
If you're going to do that, you could have done that in a way that was not going to cause a lot of people to lose confidence. If you look at how people view J&J now, the positive view plunged as a result.
Derek Lowe, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And let's check out Cook's Corner. And in Cook's Corner, we're gonna take a look at a spinach strawberry salad. Let's take a look at that right now.
For the easy and the complex, the small stuff and the big, we're here with the affordable local loans, easy to manage accounts, and financial advice to help you blaze a trail, figure stuff out, and make your money go farther. We're Granite State Credit Union. Live bold.
Hey everybody, welcome to Cook's Corner. I'm Dawn from Cucina Aurora down in Salem, New Hampshire. And you know us for our amazing infused olive oils. And today, this is finally feeling like spring and I am super excited about spring flavors and lighter meals. I'm gonna make you a recipe from my brand new cookbook, A Kitchen Witch's Guide to Love and Romance. This is a really great salad that's in there. It's super easy. It's very springy. Very easy, okay? It's baby spinach out of a bag. I promise you can do that. I've got some nice alfalfa sprouts. Just put those on top. You know, it's surprising because these guys go real bad in the fridge real quick, so you want to use those right away, okay? And then I'm going to put on my fresh sliced strawberries. Strawberries and spinach are the best. So here's the dressing. It's super easy, all right? You're gonna get some of this amazing lemon infused olive oil. Now I'm gonna tell you this is kind of a little tough to shake, okay? So when you get it, you're gonna flip it upside down, make sure the lid is on really tight, and shake from side to side about 30 seconds, and then all of this beautiful infusion starts to mix up in there. So we're gonna put about 2, maybe 3, maybe a quarter cup. I don't know, I cook by feel. Okay, so there's your lemon oil. Now I've got a little bit of white wine vinegar. This is great because it's nice and light. Whenever you're doing a salad dressing, you always want a sweet component. So it's sugar, or in this case, we're gonna do some honey. We're gonna add a little bit of mayonnaise, maybe a tablespoon. That's really just gonna make it nice and creamy. And a little bit of mustard, not too much, maybe a tablespoon. And we're gonna put that right in there. I find that a Dijon mustard works really well for this. And now the fun, we whisk. You whisk all of your ingredients together. I'm gonna give this beautiful salad a little bit of drizzle. Look at that. Oh, it smells like fresh lemons and strawberries. It's beautiful. Topping this salad with a little bit of our crumbled feta. In my case, a lot. I love feta. That salt with the sweet and the strawberries, you wouldn't think, but it is delicious. I got some fresh shallot, which is a nice sweet onion, and it's just absolutely beautiful to balance out those flavors. And for crunch, some blanched almonds. How gorgeous is that? Perfect for lunch. You could put some grilled chicken on this, and it also makes a beautiful centerpiece if you're having a springtime celebration like Mother's Day or something like that. So thanks for joining me on Cook's Corner. Remember, you can find all of our infused olive oils as well as my new cookbook at cucinaaurora.com. And if you're local down here in Manchester, New Hampshire, you can also find us at the Manchester Craft Market in the Mall of New Hampshire. Thanks for watching, guys.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And thank you for joining us for this Saturday edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.